Good morning, everyone. I would like to introduce myself. This is Dr. S. Pravina Mary, Department of Zoology. Today we are going to learn mental in experiments. So, first of all, we are going to learn about introduction of genetic. A genetic means is nothing but a genetic is the science of heredity. It deals with the study of character and their transmissions from the parents to the young ones. Heredity refer to passing on physical and mental character from the parents to children. The character transmitted in this way called the inheritance characters. So next we are going to learn a mental and in mentalisms. So mental is the father of genetic. He was born in peasant's family in 1822 in Australia. He worked as a teacher. Mental was fond of gardening and fruit culture from his childhood. When he was working as teacher, he performed a series of experiments with bee plants in the garden. His work contains inheritance of character in 22 varieties of garden peas. His papers were published in 1866 and 1867 in Proceeding of Natural History Society of Broome. The work of Mental remained unnoticed to the world for 33 years. In 1900, the principles of genetic worked out by Mental were rediscovered by three botanists like Coren, De Veris, Dishmar. The unrecognized paper of Mental were taken out from their grave and made known to the scientific world. When Mental work was recognized and appreciated, he was no more. So next we are going to learn reasons of mental in success. Mental did work by collecting several varieties of garden pea, Physarum sativum from salesmen and student are the different among them. Then he did hybridization experiment with these plants differ in certain character. The secret of mental in success laid in his wise character selections. The following are the reasons for the success of mentals. The flower of pea plants are bisexual. The flower of pea plants are normally self-fertilizers. Next one is that the pea plant shows a number of clear-cut contrasting character. The third one, the hybrid of garden pea are perfectly fertile. Then fourth reasons of cross-pollination is not very difficult in pea plants. Then fifth one, artificial fertilization is almost always successfully. Then sixth one, the gene for seven pair of character are located one seven separate homologous pair of chromosomes. Then seventh one, many pure breeding varieties are available for the experiment. Then eighth one, it is a very easy to cultivate the pea plants in open garden. The ninth one, lifespan of pea plants is short, thus many generations can be obtained in a single growing season. The last one, the hybrid of pea plants produced by cross pollination are perfectly fertile. This is the reason of mental in success. So next we are going to learn what are the seven character mantle he took. First one is a stem height, tall and trough. Then second one is a seed shape, a round or wrinkled shape. Seed color, taking a two different varieties of color. One is a yellow, another one is a green. The next one is a part color, green color and yellow in color. A part shape, inflated and constructed. Then flower color, violet and white. A flower positions, axil and terminal. These seven character with constructing traits for mentally studied. So next we are going to learn mentally monohybrid experiment. A mono means it's nothing but a mono means it's a single. The crossing of two plants differing in one character is called monohybrid experiments. A mental begin with a pair of pea plants with two contrasting traits. One is a tall, another one is a trough. The cross pollination of tall and trough plants result in all tall plants. All the hybrid plants were tall. He called this is a first hybrid generations, and offspring were called F progeny. He conducted an experiment with all seven contrasting pairs and observed that the entire F progeny showed one pattern in their behavior. So, Mentel selected two plants, one tall stem, another one is a dwarf stem. These plants were considered as parental plants for pure breeding. The pure breed tall and dwarf plants were treated as parents and were crossed. The seeds were sown, a group of plants were raised. These plants constituted the F1 generation. All the F1 plants were tall. The F1 plants were inbreed. The seeds were collected and next generations F2 was raised. In the F2 generations, two type of plants were found. They were tall and dwarf. Mentel counted the number of tall and dwarf plants of the 100,064 plants of F2 generations. 787 plants were tall and 277 plants are dwarf. 75% were tall plants and 25% were dwarf plants. These all tall and dwarf plants were ratio in 3:1. This is a monohybrid experiment. Next we are going to learn a dihybrid. So dihybrid means the crossing of two plants differing in two character is called dihybrid experiment. In dihybrid experiment, two character, color and shape and considered at a time. For the experiment, Mentel considered the cotyledon color yellow and green, seed shape round and wrinkled of pea plants as the two character. Now for dihybrid cross, Mentel took a pure breed pea plants of round and yellow seeds and also pure breed plants and wrinkled green seeds. Again we know that the pure breed genotype had similar genes. So for this round and yellow, we have the genotype capital Y and capital R. Similarly for wrinkled green and the genotype will be small y and small r. When these two plants were crossed, Mentel observed that in the first generations only yellow and round seeds were obtained and no one wrinkled green seeds were obtained in the F1 generations. Now we will use the Punnett square to understand how to get this observation in the F1 generations. And this plant genotype is capital Y and capital R. And for the recessive plant, the genotype small y and small r. We know that gametes from will have one gene of shape trait and another one gene color of traits. So Mentel selected pure breeding round and yellow seed producing plant, another pure breeding green and wrinkled seed producing plants. These two plants were treated as parents as be crossed. The F1 generations plants produced only round seeded. The F1 were self fertilizers. In the F2 generations, we can four kinds of plants were produced. They are plants producing yellow round seeds, plant producing yellow wrinkled seeds, and plant producing green round seeds, and plant producing green wrinkled seeds. The four type of female gametes fuse with types of male gametes. Male gametes at random in their 16 possible combinations. This can clearly understood from the checkerboard. Out of these 16, 9 combinations produced yellow round plants, 3 combinations produced yellow wrinkled plant, 3 combinations produced green The nine combinations produced yellow and the nine combinations produced yellow wrinkled plant, three combinations produced green round plant, and one combinations produced gene wrinkled plants. Thus, in the F2 generations, plant occurs in the ratio 9 is to 3 is to 3 is to 1. This is a Mentelin dihybrid experiment. Thank you.